Hello guys and girls, welcome back to my channel. My name is Vince. So in today's weekly video, I'm gonna talk about confirmation. So how to find confirmation actually when the price come to the important zone, when the price come to the key level, how to find confirmation. For example, you can spot these two buy zones. So when the price come to the zone, do you want to enter directly or you wait for confirmation? If you don't use confirmation, the price can go up and the price also can go down. So in this kind of situation, what can you do? Same thing happen here. In the second buy zone, the price can go up and the price also can go down. So what can you do in this kind of situation? Yes, the correct answer is confirmation. In this video, I will share to you one of my favorite confirmation method. With the technique of confirmation, you can entry in the key level, you can entry in the important zones confidently. You can have your TP, you can have your SL on when the price come to the decision zones. To use confirmation, make sure you always change to lower time frame, let's say M1, M5, M15. Then wait for the first breakout. After the first break, make sure you only entry at the bottom of the first break. SL is about 30 to 40 pips. TP gonna be 1 to 1 or 1 to more. I will draw one more clear example for you to see. This is the first break. And you mark the bottom of the break. You only entry when the price come to the bottom of the break. You can set your SL 30 pips to 40 pips away from the bottom of the break. And this is the scenario number 1. I call it the primary break. This is another example. This is the scenario number 2. In scenario number 2, you can see the price break out really hard at the second point. So in this kind of situation, the price cannot come back to the bottom of the break. Price will respect to the secondary break. Make sure you entry 20 pips to 30 pips away from the lowest of the secondary break. Most of the time, the price will break down the lowest of the secondary break. So this I call the scenario number 2, the secondary break. SL should be placed 30 to 40 pips away from your entry. Let's go to another example. In this kind of situation, I still call it as primary break, the scenario number 1. Because the price do a clear retrace. In here, the price do a big movement where the retrace is very clear. You can see a curve. And the curve able to break up to form a new higher high. This will be the fresh scenario number 1, the primary break. So you entry only when the price come to the lowest of the break. And then the price flies up. Now let's move on to the last example. This is the example of scenario number 2. Just like the previous example of scenario number 2, the secondary break with only the combination of few candles, not a clear retrace. So in scenario number 2, you have to put your entry 20 pips to 30 pips away from the secondary break. Because most of the time, the price can break the secondary break and then flies up. Now let's go to the example of the real chart. This is the M5 lower time frame. So this is the first scenario, the primary break. So in sell zone, when the price do a first breakdown, you can mark the highest of the breakdown as your entry. Make sure to put 30 to 40 pips away from the entry as your SL. And this is the example for the second scenario, the secondary break. The price in the buy zone and the first breakup is already happening, but the retrace is not that clear. It is only the combination of few candles. So we can mark it as a secondary break. So the price most of the time will break down the lowest of the secondary brake and then flies out. So that's it for today's video, GGs. My name is Vince. Thanks for watching. See you on the next video.